Capítulo 3.
These reports will kill me one day. It's time to get to work.
Hora de ir a trabajar. Me destruye el plato de comida cada vez que lo veo. Ah, claro, al pedo veo esto, si ya... No es nada, no es nada nuevo. No. Todo nuevo.
Fuck.
Bueno. A ver quién es. Aló.
Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah. Definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay. Nothing new. I, had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well...
Ah, la foto.
The photo with, the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. I'm sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills,
La habremos enviado realmente.
Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see...
Yeah.
Risa forzada.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really?
Yes.
Y pero ya le
I
mandé
know
la
it means a
foto.
lot to you.
Well,
¿Qué más
I
querés?
won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Damn. Did I mess up the address? How am I gonna get those pills? Maybe I should invite Charlotte to do something herself. I should take out the trash first.
Debería ordenar la habitación también, ¿no? Qué basura ahí. También.
Ugh. Why is it so wet?
¿Cuál contenedor? El de afuera, ¿no? Ok.
I shouldn't be this tired.
Cada vez más loquitos.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. I actually hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday. Oh, God. Why do I like sleeping so much? Good afternoon.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling
Ahí
it to
está
the
el
dissection room
cartel
will be
de Red Pit.
invigorating enough for you.
I've missed how friendly and helpful you are. I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on
¿Qué
something
tendremos hoy?
has done me some good. Christ, this one's heavy. Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy, but at least I can start. A new package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. You don't need to see me
Nuevamente
and the body.
no lo filmamos.
And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991, 5:14 p.m. Conducted by Dr. Jack Hanman. James Evans Jr., also known as Jesse, age about 30, weight 130 kilograms, height 180 centimeters. Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies, and drug trafficking. There were also attempts to accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area. What? Burglaries in the New Orleans area? This is... It's a rather strange coincidence. Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves. The body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy. The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days. Sounds disturbing. Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation.
Pará, flaco, si todavía no lo vimos. A la mierda.
This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left.
¿Y la cabeza? Coloca el contenido de la bolsa sobre la mesa. Ah, esta debe de ser la cabeza.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes.
Oh no. Ah no.
Leather belt. You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time. Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans. Well, dirty and torn. Certainly not my style. Is this?
No hay nada, ¿no?
Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline. However, after decapitation, I would expect a larger stain, reaching much further. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis? Scale? This could point to an animal being responsible. The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injury. A lighter, engraved with the police, and it looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence.
Claro, ¿no es el que teníamos en la cajita?
Traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Evans must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground.
Todavía faltan cosas.
Oh, you can push it? After all, what else could I expect?
Ok.
Weird. Someone obviously didn't want to put in the work. These clothes haven't been thoroughly searched. Mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrator's pulled his shirt over his head.
Y ya está, ¿no?
And here, another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The only thing Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
Ah, laboratorio. Okay.
All right. Which page was it? Local wildlife. I bet I'll... Not this area, but who knows. Nile crocodile. What kind is this? Ah, saltwater.
Es este. No?
Very similar, but the color is slightly different. Not a match. Oh, yes. This turtle turned out to be a killer. I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chapter.
Este.
Nah, this one here looks more like a handbag. Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else. Expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces. Ugh, Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time. All right, I'll begin.
¿Y qué pasa? Ah.
The deceased skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse.
Ah, y las fotos del cuerpo, ok.
Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. Nasty. No head. That's not hard to miss.
Y tiene pinta que lo atacó un cocodrilo, ¿no?
And as expected, there's a bite. Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
Ah, ok. Y lo pueden haber atado.
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way. This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument. I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems... I wonder whether the decapitation took place before the work. I should inspect these areas with a magnifying glass first.
Ok. Del tablón, ok.
This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the encyclopedia and identify. I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down. At university, I didn't have facility. Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
El papel de calco. ¿Y dónde está eso? ¿Por qué no hay luz?
Pathology. How to combine the hands of a surgeon, the passion for a good mystery, and an exceptionally strong Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some. It makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy. Ugh.
Ok.
And look for Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut. It looks like the killer might have missed before they finally hit the neck. Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference. Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks. The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but, well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it.
Uy, es un quilombo este.
The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt. Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects. Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds. There's no end to playing zoologist today. I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab. I hope the cement hasn't expired.
¿Dónde está esto?
A month after the due date. That could be worse. Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area. Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better. Brush, ink, and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints. Paint over the area. And put a piece of paper on it. That's very strange. I'll run it through the fax and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
¿Una persona esto?
Loading. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen.
¿A este?
Loading. It'll probably take a while. Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly. Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Me están cagando. Ah, este es.
Loading. It'll probably take a while. Finally. What?
Eh?
The partial impression I have may match several people. Okay, this one is in prison, so he's out. Another in prison. Oh, here's someone with quite interesting tendencies. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't fit. This one doesn't either. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is getting more and more interesting.
No será Pete, ¿no?
I'm going back to the body. Ugh. I need to make a note before I start the dissection. You can see that the tool used was sharp and smooth. They look quite torn tissue, lacerations. Like this wound turned out to be more troublesome than I thought it would be.
¿Cuál me falta? Okay. No me aparece otro. Ah,
Maybe the perfect breeding ground for larvae. Fortunately, the deceased doesn't care about it, just like we do now. Alligators rarely kill humans, due to the body fat. Time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death occurred before the decapitation, or if it ended Evans. With the scalpel, I'll open the deceased's chest. I cut deep, in a straight line, avoiding the navel. We see a lot of fat tissue under the skin. When I remove the ribs, I expect to see even more fat on the organs. Correct. High levels of internal fat, organ size above average due to obesity. I move on to the lung analysis. The deceased smoked cigarettes, but more importantly, you can see that the lungs have clearly suffered and this is the culprit. Well, it didn't look like the holes were that deep. Such hemorrhage could have been caused by hitting the chest with a blunt object, or a puncture directly affecting the organ. They appear to be an open pneumothorax should be added to this. The deceased could have experienced extreme hypoxia, and, as a result, obstructive shock. I wonder what the heart looks like then. The organ is enlarged with very clear, light yellow traces of steatosis on the surface. No signs of heart attack, but similarly to the lungs, there is a trace of puncture with a sharp object. In pneumothorax, the heart rate increases. In the event of such a wound,
Llegaron bastante
this
a
will be
pegarle.
bleeding out faster and more. In turn, a sudden increase in the amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is also a life-threatening condition. Evans, however, is remarkably clean, considering this turn of events. This all looks quite disturbing. I wonder if I'll find anything on the liver. The organ is fatty and enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time, nothing to write home about. So, I proceed to carefully remove the stomach. Like most other organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged, not to mention swollen, partially due to gases, but mainly due to the deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. The outside is intact. I'm going to check the contents.
A ver, ¿qué tenés, amigo?
It sounds like there's an unusually large amount of undigested, and now rotten stomach contents inside. Blood. Evans had to swallow it due to his injuries, which means he was still alive when he was brutally wounded in the chest.
Y la tráquea. Estará con líquido también.
Only the trachea left to be exact. Surprisingly, it's not damaged by the decapitation. I move on to cutting it open. Okay. I carefully cut, and... blood, just as I expected. Evans not only swallowed it, but also choked on it. Looks like I can wrap this up. Let me tie this together. After he was abducted, stripped, and tied up, he was dealt several penetrating blows to the chest. Then his head was cut off. Evans was deprived of his genitals, and the body served as an easy meal for the animals. Even though there are a lot of injuries on the body that could cause death, it was the decapitation that ended Evans' life. The animal bites in the limbs occurred after death, so there's no reason to treat these as the cause of death. The damage to the lungs and heart must have led to severe hemorrhaging, so there's no doubt that Evans was choking in bloody convulsions. But it didn't last too long, which I conclude from the small... Oh well. I need to stitch this.
¿Ya está o no? ¿Qué me falta? Ah.
It's really bothering me. Something's not right here. Because even now, the organs are relatively clean. The skin around wounds also, it's like someone pumped it out. Oh, Christ. I'll leave these questions for the police to solve. I get to head home.
Adiós.
It's a fucked up thing. I'll hold off taking long walks in the forest for the near future. I have a feeling that it won't end with just one body.
Y no
Good
tomé
night, Mr.
pastillas
Ridley.
hoy.
The body is ready to be picked up. I think it's the first time in a long time that I finished work at a decent hour. Oh, come on. Fuck! When did I get a flat tire? What the fuck? Oh, fuck. I'm going to Ridley's. Maybe he saw something. Ridley, you know what happened to my car?
What happened to your car?
All the tires are fucking flat!
Well, it happens. Don't you have a spare in the trunk?
Spare ones in the trunk. No one carries 4 fucking extra tires in the trunk!
Jesus, Handman, calm down. I'll call you a taxi.
Calm down? That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? Have you seen anyone around here? Someone strange? Suspicious?
Except you? No.
Haha, funny. I don't find all these jokes amusing, you know.
What jokes? Handman, what's wrong with you? It's just tires.
Such things are not a coincidence! What's wrong with me? Things keep happening. Last week, and now this?
Just go wait for the taxi,
A
okay?
ver, es una
Fresh
mierda,
air
pero me
would
parece
do
que
you
está
good.
sobre reaccionando al asunto, ¿eh?
Neither you nor I will do anything about it now.
Neither you nor I will do anything? What have you been doing all day? Surely something like this can't just be overlooked.
Maybe you should go outside and cool down. I'm calling a taxi.
Cool town. I just